Hi guys, today I have one quick game for you when I created a lot of chaos, so I hope you enjoy this one. Please subscribe. A lot of you watch my channel and are still not subscribed. We are trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers, so if you could consider subscribing, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you and join me on the table to see the fun game. And welcome to the table. Today we have a 5-player Olympia game and the matchup is pretty good. I mean, we have Babylon and Ephesos, who should be in green. So I'm very happy to, this is actually my preferred wonder to play in this position between the two potential greens. And I think that this game, you could take many paths, but I think the path I took is very fun. So join me on this journey. I, of course, am picking Olympia A. And I honestly think at this point, we kind of know that B is a meme. Like, you can still win with this, but 90% of the time you should choose A. I'm quite sad that this is the case, but yeah, this is the case, to be honest. You should Olympia on the A side. Right from the start we have two choices. Basically, we want to be in brown, red. That's our strategy when we are playing this. And here, Timberyard or Forest Cave. I'm picking Timberyard. There is a small chance that the Stone Pit will wheel, so I can build the first stage easily. Also, both of my neighbors heavily interested in the stone for their first stage that they that they would like to build and build very early. This brings joy to my heart. Honestly, when I was playing this, both press and glassworks, really fun for me. It looks like a really good game for me. This surprised me a little bit. Trading is to Babylon, so that's kind of awkward maybe. I would prefer as Giza probably trading to Rhodos. Also, Rhodos is on the A side. I think this is a small mistake, but in 5-player, Rhodos A is actually really good as well. The reason why it's good, just small, distraction for you guys here, is that you get this stage online early and then you still have something to hide. So you with Rhodos B it's not possible. You cannot get both two shields and have a stage to hide. And you also need to care about stone, but he's next to Giza, so I would choose B in his position. Stockade over guard tower, just because there is one stockade and two guard towers in a 5-player game. They both picked stone, so no dream for us, but we will still be able to build this one. Here, an interesting choice, you could get into altar maybe or theater. I'm not that big on altars in 5-player games. And Claypool and Orvain are both very possible. I'm choosing Orvain just because of the stables, and there are two stables in 5-player games. And also, I'm still not sure if I won't be forced to double clay. Like, the single clay is not enough for me right now. And Orvain gives me the last red in the pool that is there for me to collect. Here, this is where I go a little bit funky. You can go buffs. You can maybe go tavern. I wouldn't, but you can. Like, the most natural way to play this hand is actually to play loom. That's just pretty good. I was slightly afraid that, like, I play Loom, I get the cash, he pays me for Apothecary. I was just kind of afraid that Babylon can run away with the game. I don't want him in heavy green because that would favor Giza quite a bit, so I decided to throw Loom from this hand. And force, my neighbors to waste picks in the second round when they need to, and just do something with it. Here, very natural lumberyard for me that enables this stage, but also enables archery range, so that's quite important as well. And last hand, I think it's very natural barracks, but I actually tracked in this hand and I knew that neither of them can play red from this hand. And obviously you don't even need to track, there are 4 reds present on the table and this is the 5th last one. And here I decided to go for Claypool. My reasoning behind this, both are fine to be honest, but my reasoning behind this is I might want to do something with the clays, sorry, not the clays, the cloths, and Claypool just secures my last stage, and without it I might need to waste a pick and not be able to play as tactically as I want. And I'm still planning on playing double red if I get the chance in the second age, so that like this shouldn't really matter that much. But I think both are perfectly fine. You just like play different styles. And this game, like I think generally in this position, Olympia is just insanely good. I know a lot of people will disagree, but that's just my point right now. And it can be played many ways, but I think, again, I'm just repeating myself, this one is quite fun. Here are just natural stables. When we wield this hand, there is nothing for us, maybe statue, but there is low chance that it gets to us. Here, I think training ground would be very natural if we were playing like, you know, the standard game. But here I'm just hiding Loom. I just decided, you know, to, as you can see in the title, create some chaos. And, you know, there is still one Loom, and this is, I think it's in the Babylon's hands right now, if I remember correctly. And he should play it, definitely. Right now, only Giza has access to Loom as it stands. And kinda everybody needs access to Loom in these kinds of games, but you'll see. Here, I think I'm just hiding Dispensary or hiding Court. I think I'm hiding Dispensary. I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe I'm not even. Maybe I'm hiding Courthouse? What did I hide? Okay, you'll see in the subtitles. And then here there is a choice. Like usually when I talk about playing Olympia, I talk about brown red, and here there is like the possibility of picking green. Not really going for it. Bazaar. Well, decent, but maybe not as decent as we would like. And there is Temple, and I've counted it out, and I thought that maybe actually statue is getting back to us. Maybe there is something else that we would like to play from the blues, and I do not think I can justify playing red and brown, so I will need to switch to something. So I think it's between these two. Both are perfectly fine. I decided to pick Temple here. And I think this is the Loom hand. Yeah. And I expected him to play the Loom and I get the Aqueduct. But, you know, he got greedy, I think. He went with School, which I think he shouldn't have. Like, it will bring him more trouble than good here. And, you know, when I said A, I need to say B. I'm hiding this one, but it's worth noting that actually playing this one is quite good as well. Like as much as I want to credit myself for creating so much chaos, this could have been won without creating chaos, maybe. But I think hiding this kind of makes sure that I'm P2. Like it doesn't look like I'm in trouble for getting, you know, below P2, but if I don't hide Loom, I think this guy can still escape me, maybe with the greens, and maybe, you know, maybe Rodos can also do something here. No, sorry, if I play this, it doesn't affect Rodos, but maybe Babylon can also catch up some points. It's unlikely, but I think with playing there is a chance for P3. Without playing this, I think there is only chance. Like with hiding, this is a chance for P2. And of course, playing like Aqueduct, I think it's actually really bad here. Hiding Aqueduct is also really bad. He would love to play the Loom, and he would love to get the money from Rodos. It won't be that much because he has Marketplace, but it's still bad for our game. And the last hand, statue actually got back, and I am paying 2 cash to Babylon for that one. I might struggle a little bit with points. I'm not that worried about like there are 4 cards, actually 5 cards that give me money at the start of the game. There is also every guild that I can play, so even with 1 gold I should be able to play something. And I still want to play 1 red probably, so there are even some red cards that I can play, I think. And actually that's not true. I think for every of them I have to pay 2. We start with a very interesting hand. Obviously Philosopher Guilds is insane, so we are going to play it. But honestly, would like to play something like Arena and get Philosopher hands later. Philosopher's Guild in the hands, in the later hands. Yeah, but it looks very good for us. If you can see the points, actually, like this guy is only challenging us on points, but he's losing to reds and we are winning to reds. But with Babylon on your right, you never know. One thing to point into hiding actually all the cloths is that there are 2 arsenals, I believe. Let's just quickly check. Yeah, there are 2 arsenals and 2 siege workshops. So we are cutting him off of every arsenal when we are playing this. Also worth noting, because I think when I shared the replay with people on the Discord, this was the first question that I got, and that was an excellent question. Would I still hide the cloth if, for example, somebody else had the forum? And probably the answer is no. Like Giza here didn't look that scary. Maybe it should have looked scary, but it didn't. So that's when I decided to start hiding cloths in the AH2. I actually considered who has the forum, because he's the only guy with class right now. So Philosopher's Guild, but watch this Pantheon, because this will be an interesting journey for this card. I think it will end up here, which is amazing. Like it will rotate all the way back here. Yeah. So Philosopher's Guild here, and when it comes back, we probably have nothing to play. Then we are getting Arena and Haven, and again worth noting is that we want to play Arena because that Arena is not coming back to us, but with playing Arena we make it impossible for us to play the Haven later, but we still prefer playing Arena and then passing on Haven than playing Haven and not getting Arena at all. But those were quite strong hands for us, especially the guild, obviously. Quite insane. So this is where it gets a little bit sad. Like we could expect Palace to come our way, honestly. Like Giza might even be interested in something else than Palace at the start of the game. So there was very, very high chance that the Palace will make its way to us. But we were not when we were playing Temple, we were not sure if the cloth blockade will be in full effect. So here we are just playing Siege Workshop. We are next to Babylon, who can double red. You never know. So yeah, it can be brutal. Rodus is playing reds, which is excellent for us. This hand is a little awkward again. Decorators would have been a very fine pick for us, but we are just playing Senate. We are fine with that. And as you can see, Giza got some powerful stuff. Ludus, Arena, Builders, probably as good as it gets for him. Like those were the cards that he was actually hoping for. He probably want Lighthouse, but it was on the same hand as the first Arena, so he won't be getting it. But it's very, very close to perfect for him. Here, I think I counted the reds, and there is like not possibility for Ephesos to play the red that's left. Like I think only Arsenal can make it sway to him. So both of these can be played actually by Babylon, and I expected him to play both of these given the chance to win with Giza, so I need to throw one. Oh, so much clicking. Okay, that was a nice guild for him as well. Also worth noting, maybe not. Yeah, he just get like 2 sets. We throw, and this one is almost a throw. Like this is 2-2, but it's actually 2 points, so it's like a double throw from one hand for this lighthouse that we are playing. But yeah, nothing better here for us. And in the end, we did comfortably win this game. Let's just see the final points. Also worth noting, Decorators was here as well. Pretty good for Giza. Giza got 58, we got 63. Obviously the guild helped a lot, but if it would have been, for example, this guild that we could have played as well, when getting the chance, we would still win quite easily. And the last hand and the last setup wasn't as good for us. I think this was an important one, and I wanted to share it for one reason. There is like 5-player arena coming, and a lot of people are asking me for like 5-player tips. And my tips are like, my number one tip, let's say, that is that the gray in H1 is really important, and it can dictate what you can do in the game. Because gray is the same in H1 and H2, so obviously if you are playing this, it's better to play it in H1 than H2 when all of the other cards are getting better. The browns are doubled, the reds are doubled, the blue gives more points. They're not necessarily better, but give more points. There is also yellow that gives you more stuff usually. And there you have it, guys. Tell me what you think about this one in the comments. I really enjoy playing this way. I really enjoy playing Olympia in 5-player as well. Tell me what you think about this one, and tell me how excited are you for the next 5-player arena season. I think this is quite big for our community. This is the first time we have 5-player. This can be great. This can backfire maybe a little bit, but we will have to see what it will be. I will cover 5-player in the new arena season for you, of course, on this channel. So stick around and see you next time. Bye.